Hi, this is Doris Artman, and I'm coming here with a kind of a tag video. It's 24 goals 2022, and I just sat down and started writing out what I'd like to get accomplished. Whether or not I can finish it all in 24, we'll see, but I am definitely going to try my best, and I have it written down so I know more. I know it'll help me keep accountable, and so anyway, here goes. Number one, it's not in order of appearance, importance. It's late. Sorry. So number one, I want to finish my fruit garden cow blanket. Then I started with Dana at Dana's Wonderlust Crochet. That's one that I want to finish so I can enter it in the county fair. And I guess I got until March. I have to look it up on the website and when I can enter it, but somewhere around March or so. Number two, I'd like to do more videos, more whips and bows, more stuff about the birds, about my garden. I'm thinking 1 or 2 per month at least, to get a good routine going. I want to do more self-care or me time. Speaking of routine is going to be good. So scheduling time for me. I have a whole lot of mama time, not a whole lot of me time. So that's one of my goals. And part of that kind of goes with number 4, goes with it. I want to get back into fasting for my health. I did intermittent fasting. It helped a lot with, I just felt better when I did it. I did, I think the longest I went is 20 hours, but that was for a blood draw that numbers didn't get entered in right, so we were waiting, and she had other people on the schedule, so ended up 20 hours. If I just went 4 more hours, it would have been a good 24-hour fast. And I follow Mindy, Dr. Mindy Pelz. She has a book called Fast Like a Girl that I got. And then also Menopause Reset, I think, was her book she did before that. Something about menopause resetting, which is about time that it's going to apply to me. But anyway, getting old sucks, doesn't it? So number 5 is learn to knit. I've been wanting to learn to knit. It's been my goal for a few years, but I think with my routine, getting a routine going, it might help me actually get to it. I've been watching videos on tutorials teaching to learn to knit, but teaching beginning knitting. So I'm getting more familiar with it. So number 6, I want to be up before the kids, with enough time for my quiet time, and just being and feeling more prepared for the day before they get up and chaos ensues. So number 7, I want to finish my youngest son's blanket. I'm so close. It's my corner to corner. I think I showed it here. I know I sent Lisa Ladybird loves a picture of it for one of her Cracking the Whips videos. And I want to make more items to sell. I have a thing. My naturopathic doctor had made a bookcase shelf system for a community market for people who do handcrafting stuff, and she said, you want to put that in there? And I'm like, wow, I didn't know, excuse me, I didn't know my stuff would be that good to sell. And a few people have said, yeah, you could sell those things. So I've sold 3 wiggly trivets so far. So I'm pretty excited and proud of myself for that. I want to organize my yarn stash and my whips. Robbin with Rover. I did a little video about organizing stuff and where she wrote down all of her projects and she put them in categories. And I think I'll do these in categories too. Because I got garden, life, personal, crochet stuff. So I said, may I steal that? She's like, go right ahead. So yeah, thank you, Miss Robbin. Number 10, I want to declutter at least one space per month. No, per week, at least one space per week. If it's my hutch or the table that gets piled up sometimes, my yarn stash. My oldest son is interested in making scarves to sell to raise money for his. He likes rocks, and there's a rock polisher thing that he's got his eye on that he'd like to save up for. So I think that's a good thing. And I know some of my stuff, my yarn, I'm not going to be able to get to, and if I can help him, that would be cool. So, yeah, and then all the other areas in the house, kids' rooms, it's their stuff, but I'm working on it. I want to, number 11, I want to grow more food to preserve and to, eat fresh. So getting into garden season time soon, I'll be able to plant some seeds and get seeds started and stuff. So that's exciting. Get my hands in the dirt, have some dirt therapy. So along with that, I want to can more food for my family. That's number 12. Number 13. Lucky number 13. I want to overcome my canning fear. Been struggling with my canner. The canning we've gotten done most of the time. It's I do a little bit, but my hubby's like, don't worry about it. It's and it's not gonna blow up. You're fine. I'm like, okay, I know. I keep getting told that, but I still have this thing. So I'm gonna get over that and can more. And I also want to dehydrate more stuff. I use my dehydrator that I got for my birthday quite a few years ago. So yeah, I think we've used it a couple times. Yeah, I have all these things I want to do, but then I get these weird fears that something's going to go wrong, whatever. So anyway, get over myself. Yeah. So number 15, I'm going to figure out and start my oldest daughter's blanket. I have my oldest son. It just started actually, either just before Christmas or after Christmas. I'm going to do a log cabin. I've always been fascinated with the log cabin block sewing quilt pattern. And I have a dishcloth that I was given that's in the blocks, like the log cabin. And I'm going to do that for my kiddo. So his favorite colors are blue and green. So I'll do a combination of blue and green. That'll be fun. So I have that. My oldest son, and I got my youngest sons, and I'm almost done. My quarter to corner. My youngest daughter's kind of already made my oldest. I've shared it on one of my videos. My very first project, when I was, my friend of my mom's taught me when I was 14. taught me the granny square. So I just did a continual granny square, and it's, 30 by 20 something, 30 by, it'll be 30, right? It'll be square. Anyway, something around that size. So my youngest daughter is like, can you make that into a bigger blanket for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'd like to pass on the memories and all that. So that's cool. I know my oldest daughter loves violet, as she calls it, lavender and purple. So I have plenty of yarn for that. I just have to figure out which kind I want to do. So I got corner to corner for my youngest son. I got the granny square for my youngest daughter. My oldest son has the log cabin, and we want to do something different. So for that one, so that's on my list. And then number 16, I want to finish my Christmas scarf. I started it, was it last Christmas maybe? Not just the one we just had, but the one before. And Mama's stuff gets pushed aside and not as high on the priority list as, Christmas gifts for family and all the other things that Mama needs to do. So, yeah. So, and then I'm on to 17. I want to go on more walks with the kiddos, and I think that self-care and the fasting for me would make me feel better and give me more energy so I can go on walks. I'm like, right now we can just walk up and go see the cows up the road, because we lived like our street is the city limits, and it's a small city, so it's not really a city, but so anyway, we'll go up and see the cows and come back, do that to start, and then maybe some more wood hikes and stuff. They love going hiking, and lately it's just them going hiking with their daddy, which gives me some me time, but I want to enjoy those things together as a family. So yeah. I want to get back into reading. Number 18, read at least a book a month. Mama, life, all the stuff. I've been missing reading. I mean, I read, here and there, but not like sit with a book and, take that time. So number 19, I want to better organize storage throughout the house, like yarn storage, organize that, how the books and the school stuff and, clothes. I mean, they got their dressers and stuff, but I want to organize things, and part of organizing, kind of the first thing, not the first thing, but a big part of organizing is, decluttering. Less stuff to manage, so it's easier to manage. So that's that's my goal, one of them. And then number 20, I'd like to be able to spend more time with my dad. He's just 30 miles away, 30 to 45 minutes away. We're up in the canyon, go down into town for all the kinds of stuff, and sometimes we just pop in and say hi, and he collects or saves or gets an abundance of paper towels and tissues, and he's like, I got a bunch of stuff for you. I'm like, oh, thank you. And I don't want to just pop in and thank you and go, I want to do more things. I really enjoyed the trip we made this summer, taking my dad back to Minnesota. I chatted about that in a video, and I really enjoyed spending time with him, and he loves spending time with us, and he keep talking about it. Be proactive and do it. Yeah. 21, learn more self-sufficiency skills, like, the canning and dehydrating and, wearables. I'd like to be able to crochet some wearables. Maybe knit once I learn to knit and get better at it. Number 22, I want to finish my hag stitch Christmas blanket that I started with Dana at Dana's Wonderlust Crochet last Christmas, I think. Yeah. You know, the blankets for me kind of get pushed off, so I'm gonna make a point to do that. Miss Robbin had her little video about organizing and stuff. She did, Mondays crochet days, Tuesdays this, work is that day, Sundays knit time, and then her videos and stuff. And may I borrow that, Miss Robbin? Yes, go ahead. Totally more than welcome. Yeah, so organization. So I think that would help me get more of my projects done, because when I sit down to crochet, I'm like, gotta rest, take a breather after the kiddos, and just grab something here and there of what I might be working on. But if I had something set, I might be a little bit more apt to do them. So yeah, so I'm gonna get to that probably tomorrow evening, because tonight gotta go to bed after this. So yeah. Number 23, I'd like to start sewing again. I put my sewing machine away after the babies started being born, and I just didn't want to have the machine out for them to fiddle with or hurt themselves on, or all the things. Sometimes I feel like they're unreasonable fears, but Mama Bear, yeah, my babies are first, so now I need to do, how can I love them and give them and all that they need if I don't give myself and nurture me, give me what I need in order to be filled up. I can't pour from an empty cup. So yeah, and sewing, I found, is very, very good therapy for me. And the quilt that I started with for my husband, with my sister-in-law, it was a really fun time. We planned it out and pieced it together, and it was before kiddos, so we didn't quite get that done. So we got the pieces together. I think, yeah, we got the backing. We tied the back and the batting, and then the top. But we have the traced out for he loves the woods and eagles and stuff. So we had evergreens and evergreen scenes. So we want to do evergreen tree designs for the quilting. And hand quilting, it takes a little bit of time. We got a good amount of hand quilting and stuff, but didn't quite get it completely done. So it's still in a tote with my other sewing stuff that I really need to get back to. I want to get back to, and I want to have it fully finished. So yeah, that's a goal I'd like to have. I'd like to do. And then number 24, kind of along the lines of the sewing again, I want to get back to I have 2 diamond paintings that I bought. I started on one. I really like diamond painting. It's very therapeutic for me. I love the little thing, the little drills, and just my hubby's looking at them like, those are so many little pieces, and I wouldn't have the patience to sit down and do that. I'm like, it's my thing. I'm going to do that. It's right up my alley. So, and then I want to paint rocks. I do. I paint little things on rocks and put on the back. I have a Facebook group, a couple of them, Painter Rocks group, where we just send a little kindness out, hide them, like on walking trails or or like in the when you go up your parking lot in like Walmart or something, the little stanchions where the light poles are, stick one just right there, and where they have trees and in the big raised garden things on the side of the, I don't know, where they have trees and other shrubbery, and just tuck a little rock in there, and just to spread kindness. I really enjoyed that. I have my paint pens that my hubby gave me, and I did a lot, so I'd like to get doing that again. Spread kindness, and it's therapeutic. Therapy. Yeah, my words don't come very well when I'm tired and whatever. So, but I think you know what I'm getting at. It's another creative outlet. Me, creative me just loves to do the things. I want to do all the things, but hardly any time. Anyway, speaking of time, after over 20 minutes, thank you so much for watching. And I'd like to tag a few people. I'd like to tag Miss Lisa at Ladybird Loves. I'd like to tag who else has a channel that I got the tag from Tracy at Crochet Rocks. So she tagged a few people. Miss Lisa, I should have prepared this. I'm sorry. Miss Lisa, and I know Llamas in Pajamas, and Christina's Crocheting. So tag it, and if you feel like you would like to, you're more than welcome to join in the fun. So anyway, 24 goals for 2024, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Know that you're loved. You matter, and I thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out with me and listening to me babble. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless.